check a prime number if that number is 10 raised to 9 plus 7 without using loop, right? So in this video we are going to see that from brute force approach to the optimized one, how to check a prime number. Now this comes under mathematics and this is the first topic of our 90 days DSA series. So let's start. Now what is prime number? Prime number is basically a number which has factor 1 and itself. So 2 is a prime number, 3 is a prime number, 5, 7, and so on. Okay. What will be brute force approach? Brute force approach is what comes in your mind first. Okay, or you can say a ninth approach. So it is basically you will divide from 2 to n if I want to understand, if I want to check if it is prime or not, n number. If it is prime or not, what I'll do, 2 to n means n minus 1. I'll divide that number by each and I'll check if it is divisible by something, that means it is not prime. If it is not divisible and it comes till n, that means it is prime. And this is except for 2 and 3. 2 or 3 are prime, we will consider at the beginning itself. This is brute force. Now we will optimize a little bit and then we are going to take watch till end. Okay, by the end of the video you will be able to solve prime number questions in interviews. Okay, directly it will not come but somewhere it will be used. Okay, now how we will optimize? Now consider, anyway I'll divide by this and consider I have 25. Okay, and what is the root of 25 is 5. So if I want to check prime number of this 25, I'll check from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? I mean not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't need to check 6, 7 because anyway I'll get, if I have any divisor, I'll get this. Or if I have something else, anyway I'll get the same thing. That means, for example, consider I have a 12. What is the divisor of 12? Is 3 into 4 is same as 4 into 3. Okay, so I don't have to move after this 1 2 3 4. Okay, so if I have 12, 4 is, let's say, 2 3 4, 4 threes are same and 3 fours are, so I don't have to go after this. Okay, so if I take square root of 12, it will be around 3 point something, so we are going to take 3. So we reduce this n to root n. This is one thing. Now how we can optimize further? Okay, now what we'll consider is, let's consider some number. We have n number, and what we will do is, first we will check if it is 2 or 3. If it is 2 or 3, then we will directly return. Okay, if it is 2 or 3, we will return it is as 2. Now what we will do, if consider n is 29 and consider we are going till n. Okay, not root n, for just now understanding, because otherwise we will have to calculate the square and anyway to take root. Now what I'll do, I will check if it is divisible by 3, not 2. I mean, if it is divisible by 2 or 3. If this number is divisible by 2, no. If this number is divisible by 3, no. That means half of the problem is resolved. How? Because most of the elements are coming 2, 3, like 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and all. 3 has 3, 6, 9, 12, and all. Okay. Now what is remaining? Remaining is what, I'll write the numbers. Okay, 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 and 27 28 29. Now what I'll do, 2 is done, 3 is done, and if it is divisible by 2, okay, that if is it divisible by 2? No. It is divisible by 3? No. So that means this 4, 6, 8, 10. If it is divisible, if it is not divisible by 2, that means it is not divisible by 6 also, because it is a multiple of 2. So 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28 are gone. Now we will consider 3. If it is not divisible by 3, anyway, 6, 9, 18, 21, done. Okay, this is what are remaining 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 25, and this is 29. Okay, leave it because we are considering 20. So do you find any pattern? This is 5. Okay, and it's second. Matlab, there is one difference here. There is one difference here. There is one difference here. There is this is a pattern. So if we are starting from I, okay, I plus 2 and I. We are going to check I and I plus 2. Now, what will be I? Let's say I have I as 5. What is next I is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we will go I is equal to I plus 6. That's it. We have to check till when? Till I into I mean I into I less than n, or square root of is this. Okay. So that's it. We will check if my 5, if my 29 is divisible by 5. No. 7, no. 11, no. 13, no. 17, no. 19, 23, 50. And at the end, of course, if we are finding for this, here I'm writing, but in this example, I'm explaining that I want to check 29 without using this root n. So we found that. So we don't have to iterate everything. So we initially we excluded this. We didn't iterate this thing. Okay, we excluded. We only iterated this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and almost if you go by loop, okay, if you go by loop, how much? It is almost 28. It's almost 3 times better. Okay, 3 times better than this approach. Okay, now if we want to find that 29, and if it is square, or if it is square, it will be something 4 point something. And if you want to check only for this, is already very less. Okay, now what we will do is we will write a code. We will create one file. Let's say check prime numbers, and here I'll write there will be one main method, and inside we'll write methods public. Let's say we'll add boolean and check prime in 10. So what we will do is for int I is equal to 2, I less than I into I less than or equal to n, I plus plus, and if my n percent 2 is not percent 2 I is equal to 0, then we will return false, and if else we will return true. And here in the starting anyway, we have to check if n is equal to 2 or n is equal to 3, then we'll return true anyway. Now we'll write one more method is public boolean check prime, let's say optimized int n is equal to, this is already optimized, but this is the first level. Okay, now here what we'll check, same thing here, I'm sorry, and if n percent 2 is equal to 0 or n percent 3 is equal to 0, that means we already excluded half of the things, so we'll return false. If it is percent 2, that means divisible. Now next is from int I is equal to what, 5, I into I less than or equal to n, I is equal to I plus 6. We have already seen this. If what we will do, if my n percent I is equal to 0 or n percent I plus 2 is equal to 0, then what we will do, we will return false, and then at the end we will return true. That's it. So what I'll do is we'll add this as static, and check prime. We have to print it. Check prime. Let's say 5. Uh, now 3, 4, 89, 589, something. Okay, I'll copy the same thing and I'll use another method. Check prime out, and we will run this. Okay, now let's run this. We should get similar: true, true, false, 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 true, true, false, false, false. And yes, that's it. So in this way we can solve these questions. This is not a particular question, but this will be very useful in the interviews. In any question which has prime numbers, they won't be asking directly the prime numbers, but there will be some questions where you have to find the prime and then use that solution somewhere else. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you feel this video is helpful to you, please like this video, subscribe my channel, stay updated. Thank you.